open this up to our panelists. Many would say the protests are over, but there have been protests again and again, particularly these farmers' protests, and these farmers' protests are going to continue. The question that we are asking is, why do people living in the national capital, why do they have to go through these visuals every time there is a massive protests? Why can't there be protests without anarchy in the national capital? I'm being joined at this point by Arvind Kumar Jain, who's a former DGP for Uttar Pradesh, Thakur Karanpal Singh, National Senior Vice President for the Bharatiya Kisan Union Banu, as well as Pradeep Rawat, who's a citizen voice. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining us. Mr. Pradeep Rawat, let me just come to you, Pradeep Rawat. How was it for you and your colleagues to reach office, to get back home? Getting back home, of course, has been much easier, but what we've been told is people missed their deadlines to reach the office. They were late by several hours. In fact, many in our office were also bad. Just how bad or a nightmare is this on repeat mode, quite honestly?
In fact, today I went from Noida to Delhi. Normally, if I travel from Noida to Delhi, it takes me around 40 to 45 minutes. But today it took me more than 2.5 hours. So you can very well imagine people like me who travel to Delhi, either from Noida or Gurgaon, what they have to suffer. See, whether I am sympathetic to the farmers' cause or not is a separate issue. Ultimately, somebody's right should not cause inconvenience to me or any other citizen. That is the first reason I'm very, very upset about these protests. See, as far as the protests are concerned, as Supreme Court says, they have the right. Absolutely, they have the right. But these protests should be managed in such a way they should not cause inconvenience to any public member. I'll give you an example. Today, suddenly, yesterday night, the classes were cancelled for the students in Noida who travel from Delhi to Noida or Noida to Delhi. Even there were students who had exams. Even those exams were cancelled. So basically, when things like these happen, they cause inconvenience to everyone. Even if somebody is actually sympathetic to the cause, once they start suffering, they change their mindset. So what I believe is somehow these kind of protests, they should be managed in certain ways or in such a way that they should not cause inconvenience to the general public. And that is happening on a very regular basis. And to tell you the truth, people lose the sympathy of public. This is what I feel.
Okay. All right. Let me just get in at this point, Arvind Kumar Jain. Arvind Kumar Jain, we heard Pradeep Rawat. Now, here's a very simple point. Protests were not unruly. Protests were, everybody knew the protests are going to happen today. Everybody knew the farmers' protests were there. People were ready. Information was all over the place. And then you have this absolute tight bandobast. Whether it's right or wrong is what you'll have to tell us. Why can't there be a situation in the national capital of the country where you have protests, where you have the right to protest, but without anarchy on the roads, where people who are not part of the protest can go about doing their life? How impossible is that to ask for?
Commissioner of Police Delhi has served orders for 163, the former 144, on CP Noida, that protesters are not allowed inside Delhi. There is no other option for Noida police but to put up barricades so that those people can be stopped from going to Delhi. Police forces cooperate with each other on such issues, and they must do it. So what can police do when there are people in thousands and thousands and they are using these arteries, these roads only? Roads are limited. I have been posted in these areas, Noida twice. I know what is the condition. In general, this thing at time it takes hours and hours for people to reach from Delhi to Noida or Noida to Delhi. If farmers, they take up these roads and they start protesting in spite of knowing that their protest has been banned in Delhi, they have not got permission. So, and they are simply creating anarchy and nothing else. It is for the citizens to decide. It is for the
here's
citizens
the question, Mr. Arvind Kumar. The Supreme Court has said they have all the right to protest, to ensure that the protests go on. They have all the right to go ahead and be at the places where they need to protest. The Supreme Court has not told them you must not protest. The Supreme Court has said that you must protest. So my very simple question is, there are going to be protests in the future as well. The easiest thing to do is barricade roads. Can't there be any other option where there is a right to protest? Everybody, whether you are on their side or not on their side, that's not the point. They have the right to protest. So while they have the right to protest, others have the right to go about in life. You have served in these areas. Can't there be any other ways to deal with
No,
this?
there is no other way. Either you abide by the rules, you abide by the orders of Delhi police. If Delhi police has given you a particular place to hold a meeting, you go and hold it there. But they don't want to hold it there. They want to hold it in different areas. They want to hold it near Parliament. They want to choke Delhi. So that's the point. How can you stop people?